Hello there. Today I am going to be reviewing this unit of the Pearl Black K20 from Colors. So let's get it started. So firstly, let me quickly get rid of this plastic cover so that you can get a clearer view. So I'm going to be using my handy little knife. I'll go with the sides first. There we go. Let me get the other one. Nearly there. Let's remove that. Let's turn it around so that I can get it off as well. And we're done. So as you can see, the box that it comes with is fairly standard. There's the company's branding and the phone's naming in the front. On the left, there's a quick overview of the specifications of the phone, and on the right, you'll see some more branding. A list of the specifications has been printed at the bottom. Now, let's open the box and see what we have. So here is our review unit of the Pearl Black K20. But let's put it aside for now. First, let's check out what is underneath the box. Here we go. And nice. So we get a flip cover for the phone, which looks okay. We've got a wall adapter. We've got a pretty little pair of earphones, which is okay. We've got our charging cable and a multimedia cable, which I'll talk about later. We've got a screen protector, a quick start guide, and our handy warranty card. That's about it. Now, let's move on to the phone. First, let me take it out from the plastic wrapper so that we can see it clearly. And we have a screen protector with the major features of the phone printed on it. Let's get rid of that as well, shall we? There we go. Wow, I've got to tell you, this screen is definitely impressing. There's no extraordinary feel of the phone in the hand, but I don't have any complaints either. It feels just like a 5-inch big phone should feel. The plastic back cover does tend to make it slightly slippery, but it feels solidly built despite of being made out of plastic. Not a lot of phones can do that, so great job, Colors. Onto the screen. The front of the phone is a 5-inch 16 million colors IPS display with an appreciable 312 PPI, boasting a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels. There's a grilled earpiece, a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, and a proximity sensor on the top of the screen. And here are the capacitive navigation buttons at the bottom. The volume rocker is on the right here, and power button on the left, and they give us soft tactile feedback. This colored rim of plastic runs in between the screen and the back of the phone, which is nice. A micro USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack are coupled at the top here, and there's a single microphone lying at the bottom. The back of this phone has an 8 megapixel AF Sony sensor camera with an LED flash and a single speaker output and Colors branding at the bottom. Removing the back cover, and there you go, the monstrous 4000 mAh battery is right there, taking most of the space. Being a dual SIM phone, it has got 2 SIM card slots. The one in the left is a micro, and on the right is a normal size SIM. What I find cool is that it has got an expandable memory card slot, and it can support up to a massive of 32 GB of storage. That's huge. But it has only got 8 GB of internal storage to get us going. We can live with that. Now let's talk hardware. It is housing an octa-core MediaTek SoC processor that has 8 Cortex A7 cores running at 1.4 GHz. It has 1 GB of RAM that should handle normal multitasking without a hitch. Android Kitkat 4.4.2 is powering this phone, and the hardware is capable enough to deliver fluid animations most of the times. I am actually amazed by how the colors remain intact even at extreme viewing angles, as you can see. I know that most of you are already familiar with the Android's UI, but I'll do a quick run through anyways. So here's our home screen. There's a persistent Google search bar on the top, followed by some default desktop shortcuts. Something that I'm noticing is that the labels of the icons look sharp, but the icons themselves have a blurry kind of appearance, probably because of the bigger screen that is stretching them out. Swiping from left and right will take you from one screen to another, as in any other Android phone. You can swipe from the top to bring down a unique bar, where you can switch between your notifications bar and your quick toggle bar. The navigation buttons are classic Android navigation buttons. The back button obviously rewinds to a step back, and the option button shows options inside applications when needed. The home button takes you to the home screen, and holding it further brings up the multitasking screen, from where you can switch between running applications and delete them by swiping on them either to the left or right. This application tray icon takes you to the application screen, where you can swipe between screens which hold arrangements of your applications. And as we are talking about applications, let's jump into it. So, the phone comes preloaded with standard Android applications like Google Search, Google Play, Google Drive, etc. that you and I are all very fond of. On top of that, social applications like Facebook, Viber, WhatsApp and Skype are preloaded here. A couple of applications from Colors like the Calendar, Theme Manager, To-Do List and Notebook only adds to the experience. I have downloaded 2 benchmarking applications which I'm going to run right now. And as you can see, it performs well. Moving on to the camera. As the camera has a Sony sensor in it, the photos do tend to look sharper and the videos more crisp. The camera interface has 4 different shooting options, which are normal, live photo, face beauty and panorama mode. The normal, face beauty and panorama modes are self-explanatory, but the live photo has a trick of its own. Once on this mode, when you click the shutter button, the camera first takes a picture and then a short video and attaches them together to create an edited movie file with a theme. A nice inclusion, huh? Now, let me talk about the battery in this thing. This phone has a humongous 4000 mAh battery, which is unarguably the strongest feature in this phone. It lasts at least for a day and a half with normal light usage. When used with medium to heavy load, it still manages to give out 10 to 12 hours of usage. Gaming and online surfing, on the other hand, will drain it in just above 4 hours of usage. I would now like to show you how to plug in your flash drives by using the multimedia cable that I showed you earlier. So this is the cable for it, which is the one with the USB in jack at one end and a normal micro USB end at the other. You plug in your flash drive, you're good to go. Moreover, the speaker of this phone is very, very loud. It is very comparable to the loud boom sound speakers found in the HTC One lineup. And oh yes, watching a movie in this huge 5-inch screen is wonderful. The colors are again a bit saturated, but the details are amazing. The phone flawlessly handles 720p and 1080p videos. So people, to conclude this review, this phone is a powerhouse for multimedia users who travel a lot and need a good battery life for it to last. The superb camera, big 5-inch screen, flash drive reading feature, and the big battery life are exactly the traits that we look for in high-end phones, and the K20 provides that in a budget-friendly way. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.